Now we're going to talk about more two-wheel racing.
Yes.
Because as promised, we're dedicated. We're back in the flow of pro motocross.
I know. Just right at the end.
Right at the end. But I'm excited actually for the playoffs because we didn't watch that last year.
No, we didn't watch the playoffs at all last year. So we decided we didn't watch all of the motos. We mostly watched the 450 motos.
I'm going to be honest. You watched most of it. I was meditating while it was happening.
If you know what he means.
Both eyes closed.
So I want to just briefly touch on the 250s because, like I said, I didn't fully watch those. I watched the 450 more. When we'll tell you why for one specific reason, really. But first of all,
Sorry, I was like, why? Yeah.
So the 250s, very exciting. Jo Shimoda had a sweep of the motos this weekend. He won this weekend, both races or both motos. Hayden came in. Oopsie, let me open this.
Damn, why didn't I watch it? Why did I have to sleep?
I don't know. You decided to do this.
Tired.
So I mean, I'm just so happy that Joe won. You know,
yes. And I think Joe has what it takes to win at least either Supercross or something like that. In Supercross this year, he did break his finger. That didn't help at all.
Well, exactly. And then during this promoto, from what they were saying, he has had better races now this later half of it. And I mean, he is in second place in the overall standing. Hayden Deegan is still leading. He hasn't officially won it.
But it is very likely.
But it is very likely because they only have one more full race as part of the pro motocross season. And then that ends that championship. And then they go into the playoffs, of course. So right now, Hayden Deegan is leading with 460 points. And Jo Shimoda is in second with 417
Yeah, that's
points.
quite a lot.
So, yes. But going into the 450s, the main reason why I wanted to watch it is because...
Oh, boy, Rakshan.
That's what was weird.
I was like, Kenny? Rakshan. I don't know why I blanked on the name real quick because I wanted to say Ken, but we don't say Ken usually. We always say Kenny.
Kenny, yeah. So Kenny was back just to test it out, test the waters after recovering from surgery and injury this weekend. So it's really nice to have him back. From what it sounded like, the commentators were all surprised that he was already back.
I mean, he was also surprised why he was back.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like they also said, it's just a good way to test where you are at. Especially going into like the next season. So you're kind of like, oh, let's see how. And he was super competitive right from the get-go.
That's what we love, Kenny. Make us proud.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he ended up coming in 5th in the first moto, which is
great.
excellent. The second moto, not because I think he had to retire just because he was feeling some pains and you don't want to push it too far,
and especially because the races are so much longer than what we have in Supercross. You have 2 races. Both of them are longer. The tracks are much longer. The tracks are awesome. I'm a huge fan, honestly. I'm a little bit actually disappointed myself that I never took the time to watch Pro Moto. Because we always watch Supercross
because we watched so many other things.
Well, it's also it is,
and it's also it just felt like a lot. It's like a baseball season, you know. It's like it's
very
game,
American.
It's race after race after race, and it is a lot.
It is very American, and it's also because it is so long. Because it's like usually 3 hour.
Well, the pro motocross is almost closer to 5 hours.
Yeah, so this is like it's a huge time commitment, especially when you're trying to watch a lot of other things.
Yes.
But either way, I love pro motocross. That actually makes me very interested in watching the
playoffs.
Well, yes, but also the international version of it.
Oh, yes.
Moto X.
Yeah, so motocross Grand Prix, like
exactly,
from FIM.
Because they were in Sweden this weekend.
I don't know. You did the what?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think because I claimed one race was in Finland.
Oh yes, no, it was in Sweden because you did a whole thing over it because you said the wrong thing.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yes.
But I edited it very smoothly out. You couldn't tell.
Yes, nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
But then the other big thing this weekend was, of course, just like in the 250, it was a question of, in this case, if Jet Lawrence will take the overall championship already this weekend, or if we have to wait until the final race for the decision. So it was him versus his brother, really, which is really exciting. There was, I think...
it's almost like in like MotoGP, and pro motocross is
so
mirroring
true.
it because it's two brothers.
Yes, exactly.
Fighting it, and it's again in a way also where one brother is actually collecting a lot more points, but this time it's just the younger brother, not the older brother.
Yes, exactly. And then I mean, Hunter gave him a battle, especially the second race. Right at the beginning, they were battling quite aggressively, cleanly. But there was like, even the commentators were like, oh, wow, I'm surprised that Hunter is like pushing him so much. But Hunter was like, you know what? At the end, I loved his post-race interview. He's like, well, the race wasn't over. He hadn't won it. Don't unpack the champagne before the race is over.
First of all, that, and it's also like guaranteed, just like Jet wouldn't give Hunter a win. It's like, hey, listen, on track, we're obviously going to fight fair, but I'm not going to gift you something. I'm not going to gift you the championship. You want to win it, you go for it, right? And the same thing with like Mark. Mark would never let Alex win just so Alex would have his first win. But the same way, Alex wouldn't want Mark to give him the win. You earn it.
Exactly. So it was a really fun battle on the track. We also had some great action from RJ Hampshire. I was so excited to see him battling so far in the front in his first 450 season, you know.
He did drop the bike in the first one.
He did, yes.
I noticed that.
But he ended up coming in fourth and then fifth for the second one, which I think is excellent.
Top 5
And
results.
They were also saying that throughout the season, he's been battling quite a lot with the Lawrence brothers, which is really, it's just great to see.
That means that you're battling in the front, right? And we also saw a post-race interview with Sir Lawrence.
Oh, Mr. Dad Lawrence.
Mr. Dad Lawrence. And first of all, Hunter sounds very much like his dad.
So much like his dad.
Their dad is also, what a distinguished gentleman. He seems super awesome.
So sweet. And I know that for the Lawrence brothers, it's always like the idea is like family first. Like they're obviously a team. They race together. Even the commentators were saying like Hunter does make his brother better just because he has such a great training partner.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
They push each other and stuff like that. But it was like, I love that moment. And I think that's also the one that you're maybe hinting at, that the interviewer, she was wondering like, oh, why are you so far to the side? Why are you not in the middle of the celebration? He's like, you know what? When this is happening, I like to take a moment and just really be in the moment and appreciate it. Yeah. Because sometimes afterwards you're like, oh, everything happened so fast and it went like it just passed.
Yeah.
So just 100%. To take a moment.
I think that's super weird. This also seems like almost like, I don't know if he does it, because like it's almost something someone would do who like meditates a lot. Like staying in the moment, like don't even get your phone out to take pictures, whatever. Just enjoy it as it is, because especially an event like this, there's cameras everywhere. So you get plenty of pictures, 100%, right? Yeah. So it's just like enjoy for what it is. You know, you're two children doing excellent in this sport that they chose. And it seems also that their relationship with each other hasn't, from on the outside at least, not suffered from this. And it's awesome.
Yeah, and then there were also, during the second half of the second moto, the commentators were mostly talking about what a most likely a legend Jet will become. I mean, he's already so great at what he does, and like there were like moves that he did on the track to overtake.
Oh my God, that
they
overtake
were insane. It was like up the hill on the outside.
It was RJ that he was past? I think it was passed in that jump.
Yeah, it was like,
it was insane.
It was crazy.
But it was like in a position that no one expected.
Well, but it also
RJ wasn't expecting it, and it was gorgeous.
And it seemed also so incredibly safe.
Yeah.
Like he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, 100%.
It was not ever. It didn't feel like a question like, oh, is he gonna make this? It was like, oh, this is where am I gonna make my move, and this is gonna stick. And the commentators were commenting on it that he might have seen it prior from the women, because one of the women had done a similar pass. I don't know if it was the one that we were talking about or a different one, but it's just really interesting. Like, I mean, it's just,
it makes perfect sense, because I know a lot of the Formula One drivers all watch F2 because they're watching people's lines, they're seeing overtaking opportunities and stuff like that. So it makes perfect sense if you're already there, right? So might as well see, okay, what are they doing? What lines are they using, right? Because I'm sure you can see also the time. Yes, of course, they're going to be a little bit slower, right? But it's like, okay, this is interesting. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah.
And it's just different perspectives, right? Because every rider is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But it's also like the overtake that he did on RJ, it was also like, it wasn't like in a way like, oh, I'm gonna like like either like I'll overtake or we crash or something like that. It was like it was gorgeous and out of nowhere.
No, and they also pointed out that just remember during the Supercross season he got really hurt.
Yeah, he missed Supercross. We didn't really see him at all.
He missed like half the season at least. I feel
more
like
than half the season of Supercross.
Yeah,
because I think he was there for like 3 races.
Because he had like an ACL or something injury. He had a surgery, so it was to be a 6 months recovery. Ended up just being 4 months, and he came back and he immediately won the first race.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
I mean, I know last year also people were like kind of really hated him.
Yeah.
A lot of existing fans, we were new to this, and he like rolled up and won his first race in 450, and that's impressive.
Yeah, he won his first race. He won the 450. Before that, during the fall, he had won the 450 Pro Motocross. Then, no, sorry, he won the 450 last year. Supercross and Pro Motocross, and then this year he won just the Pro Motocross.
Yeah, because in Supercross, unfortunately, we didn't get to see him, and we also didn't. Hunter ended up getting injured as well.
Yes,
so Supercross, we were missing the Lawrence brothers, who are someone who are definitely super strong. Like both Hunter, like yes, Jet is the better rider at the moment, right?
But this season, I feel like
Hunter's really come alive.
They gotten so much closer at the end. Like obviously, Jet ended up winning before the season was officially over. But I mean, still, Hunter did so much better. Last weekend, he won his first weekend, event, you know? So that was deserved. Really great. Yeah. And then, so I'm really excited in a way also that we might be able to experience this new icon, I guess, of
right at the beginning, right?
Yes, exactly, because obviously we are still experiencing Eli Tomac, who is like a multiple champ, but he's
a legend of the sport already.
Exactly, but like for example James Stewart, who does the commentating, he is an icon of the sport. Then we have Ricky Carmichael, who also commentates often. He's an icon of the sport. We only hear about those guys, or we can read up about it, but now we get to experience it, or potentially
even Eli, because like Eli, we see Eli in his like golden years. Not saying that he's not doing well, because he's super competitive. Also right before he got injured for Supercross, he was battling potentially for the championship, right? But it is like we don't see prime Eli, right? We're not really seeing prime Eli, and we're seeing like a super like established Eli, but we don't get to see him in like the way he was when he was a little bit younger, right? When he was winning it all.
When he was winning his like first
several. So it's awesome to witness this. It's kind of awesome because like in F1, I didn't cherish it as much when Max was winning, because I was frustrated on what was happening, and then also like if he's winning the race by like half a minute, like it's just tricky. But I am now in a mindset where I'm like, I'm more appreciative of seeing it, regardless of whether or not I'm like supporting this rider or driver. It's like, let me just witness you being great.
Yes.
And I'm happy that I get to watch. It's kind of also like with Mark, that we get to see him and also really appreciate the insane season that he's having.
Yeah.
And I get that if you're not a Marc Marquez fan, it can be tricky, but it's like, in a way, just like enjoy that you get to see someone be so great at a sport.
Witness greatness, literally.
Witness greatness, you know?
And the cool thing is, we get to experience it in different sports.
Yeah.
I mean, in different types of motorsports specifically, because that's what we watch mostly.
Yeah.
But like we get to it's cool that we have these standout or breakout stars. I mean, even in like F1 Academy, we had Abby Pulling. I mean, she's just insane.
Yeah.
She was during her season, and also I would say Dorian. You know, I'm really excited to see where. I mean, there's lots of drivers and riders that I'm really excited about. And but then there's like these legendary people that we are potentially witnessing.
We get to like watch them like be great at the sport, because I think the last time that I could actively remember that was probably for me tennis was seeing Serena in her prime and seeing Federer, Roger in his prime.
Okay,
because I used to watch a lot of tennis.
I would have thought maybe like something soccer related.
Football.
I mean, I'm sorry?
Football.
Yeah, football.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. But I like...
Or Shohei if you're a baseball fan, especially in LA. And like Shohei is like...
I used to watch a lot of tennis. So I saw Serena and Roger win a lot of their Grand Slams, because I did get to watch them in their prime. It was also easier when living in Europe because a lot of the Grand Slams happen around Europe.
Yeah.
So what is it? Wimbledon, French. Yeah, okay, and then US and then Australia. Okay, not all.
Yeah. But I mean, it was, I guess, maybe also easier to access. Yeah.
Because I had more time, to watch something in the afternoon,
Fair. But anyway, so Jet Lawrence is now the official
congratulations
motocross champion of 2025 for the 450. We will see this upcoming weekend at Butt Creek's Motocross Park. If Hayden Deegan will take the overall championship. And then after that, we'll be heading to the playoffs. Oh, speaking of the playoffs, just throwing this out there.
Justin Cooper, homeboy, isn't he? Is it Justin Cooper who's leading going into the playoffs?
I mean, yeah.
He's ahead of Jed Lawrence?
Because there's like this...
because it counts Supercross and Pro Motocross
exactly.
and whatever.
It combines it. But
I was Justin Cooper?
I know. I was like...
Do your thing, boy.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah. Love it. So we'll see. I mean, I definitely want to watch some of the playoffs.
Yeah, because it's very interesting that there's such a thing as playoffs in racing, but this is a very American thing.
I also want to just point out to you that
there's a race in California.
No, I don't know if there's one in California.
Do you remember the state we live in? Canada.
But there is the last one. Is in Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas
September
honestly seemed lit because it's that's
and we saw the no, we didn't watch that one last year. I mean, I'm gonna just peek at some tickets.
Peek at some brasses, see what's going on.
Yes.
Because it will be cheaper than fucking F1, so why not?
Yeah, seriously.
Anyways, I think this brings us to the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, if you're listening on Spotify, hit that follow, 5 stars.
Yes.
On YouTube, like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments
yes.
What you watched, how you felt about the races. Also, on Thursday, we will be back with the top 10 races to watch this upcoming weekend. And spoiler alert, one of them will be MotoGP.
Another one would be Pro Motocross.
Imagine you left it off.
Really, I don't want to talk about this one.
No.
Nobody needs to know because I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not inform them.
Let's exclude everybody.
Yeah, it's gatekeep racing.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. That's what we love.
That's literally the opposite of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and it's also like, I think it's so interesting when people online are like, oh, you're such a DRS fan.
Oh.
DTS fan.
Drive to Survive, yeah.
From Formula One. I was like, just be happy that more people are watching the sport, because I do think that there was a time where probably viewership went down, and now you have more people watching.
Yes.
And whether or not that means you came from DTS, whatever, dude, enjoy. And you don't have to be a hardcore fan. You can just enjoy maybe the people, the racing, whatever. Like, do your thing, dude. Just tune in.
Yeah. Exactly.
To us and then racing.
Yes, exactly.
Or racing and then us, I guess.
Well, or because us and then racing.
Because they will watch the racing and then on Monday they watch us.
I guess so. Well,
don't forget to tune in.
You'll figure it out. But yeah, tune in. Thank you so much for being here.
You're getting distracted about who's watching.
Yeah, we need to go. Bye.
Bye.